Man, it's your boy Quaduce, and in this video, I'm here to just specifically make a correction, man. I know in my last video, I was talking about the kilohertz and the frequencies, and I said some misinformation in my last video, man. I told y'all the 44, it was either the last video or the video before the last one of the two last videos, man. I told y'all it was 44.1 hertz. I meant kilohertz, you know what I'm saying, was the problem. Well, I got it confused, y'all. It ain't the 44.1 kilohertz that's bad for you, frequency wise. You know what I'm saying? It's the 440 hertz. I mean, is it? Hold on, wait. Yeah, it's the 4, because I'm spiritual in that 444. I keep getting it confused with angel numbers and shit. But the 440 hertz is the kilohertz frequency that is, not ideal to listen to your music in, but that's the same that's standard tuning frequency in the Western society. Now in other places they don't use 440 hertz, they use 432 hertz, which is a lot closer to the natural frequency of a natural sound. It's very close to the Schumann's resonance and a natural frequency that Earth vibrates at. But a lot of the time they don't tell us this, they don't teach us this, and they're not gonna tell you that because the frequency, the state that the frequency of 440 hertz puts you in is a natural fight or flight response. Don't matter what kind of music you listening to it in, you could be listening to Christian in 440 hertz and it's going to give you a natural fight or flight response. Because on a cellular level, you feel me, that's what it does. That's why you always feel low vibrational. That's why y'all gotta use y'all time wisely sometimes and play around with some of these musical frequencies y'allself. Now, for this shit that might be confusing to anybody, music can be played in any kind of frequency, which is just kind of like a resonance that is played at. You know how you could pitch a sound higher or lower. Think of it kind of like that. You could pitch a frequency higher or lower that the song itself actually resonates at. Feel me? And it kind of affects the quality of the music, but I've played around with 434. Like, I try to listen to my music in 432 hertz, even my hip hop music. So it does kind of affect quality of certain instruments and shit and frequencies. But to be honest with you, I think it more so affects the qualities of unnatural instruments. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole deep rabbit hole. If you ain't really a music head like that, you wouldn't even understand. You probably wouldn't even care for real. But it affects different things. But still, it's not to the point where it's like it's making the music worse. In my personal opinion, I do notice that playing a song of 432 hertz frequency makes some songs, some music not understand it's because the music is not tuned to that frequency. Feel me? If it was tuned to the 432 hertz frequency, it'd be tuned and optimized for it to get the best sound out of that frequency. Feel what I'm saying? That is resonating at. But being tuned at 440, that our music is tuned at and that we listen to over here in the West, when you try to play the 432, some stuff don't sound exactly on, but I do on key as it would in the 440. But I do notice that it does make me feel better in a sense, so I can listen to music a lot longer. It don't necessarily too much matter what I'm listening to. It don't affect my mood in a necessarily bad way for real. And you know what I'm saying? On top of that, I feel good knowing that, you know, it's placebo effect or whatever you want to call it. I just feel good knowing that I'm listening to something that's going to help my cells be better and heal my cells than to, you know, not give me that added benefit and disarray or disrupt my cells' natural frequencies and vibrations, right? But you gotta kind of be deep into this music thing to even step into a conversation like this. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll make about 10 minutes. But I just wanted to say that so y'all understand it ain't the 44.1 kilohertz frequency, which is, you know, when you bounce down a tape or something, it come out like that. You know, you go 44 kilohertz, 48 kilohertz, all the way up, like what 192 or some shit like that now. The capability is on most of your converters or your audio interfaces. But yeah, that's some tech talk. That's some nerd talk. That's some. See, y'all don't know. Y'all ain't seeing y'all ain't heard none of my music on this channel. My actual music that I did inside of a studio before. But I'm actually an engineer, cause all my music that I've ever released has been engineered by me. Feel me? And I have music released right now on streaming services. It just, like I told y'all, I'm moving a whole different way, so I'm not planning on really putting up music on streaming services no more, because I ain't in control of that, you feel me? I want full ownership with what I step into, so I got a different method and a different way about going about putting up, the music or whatever. So that's why I'm not pushing, you know what I'm saying? Music I have up on some streaming services right now, you feel me? But yeah, man, they go deep what they doing to y'all and y'all music. And there's been several people that try and speak out about things like this. But they always end up disappearing or being unalive. You feel me? But I gotta speak on it. You feel me? I can't help myself, I swear to God. I just want to make sure that people are getting what they think they getting. You feel me? Y'all listening to music that's damaging y'all health from a cellular level, and y'all ain't really signed up for all that. That's manipulative. That's tricky. That's they don't sound like somebody that care about you. You feel me? And it's just the system to me of whoever involved in the system. It's like, how could y'all let certain shit go down? If y'all really cared about the people, y'all don't care about the people. So it's like we gonna do something better over here. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that. The kilohertz and frequencies corrupting your Cause see what they don't know. I won't even say it's done on purpose. But once you know better, you do better. You feel what I'm saying? Science already know, because we finding this shit out through science. So y'all already know. So why y'all ain't changed the whole thing from over here from 440 hertz to 432 hertz like the rest of the world? Cause y'all don't want to, for real. But look, peak game, right? I'm trying to make it to where y'all come listen to some music and y'all ain't got to worry about that. You feel me? And I'm going to go ahead and throw the idea out there now. You got to know that I'm trying to have my own, I don't want to call it a label. I'm trying to have my own music catalog of different artists to be able to put a little mix and a little couple different flavors in the blend, so it ain't just my music. So y'all could come ready to listen to a plethora of different artists that y'all enjoy, you feel me, that's gonna be that's gonna appear in the catalog, you feel me, that's gonna appear. I don't want to call it a label, but I guess for the sake of not having a name, I gotta call it a label. I plan on getting me a label, having my own label. I really already got one, for real, and I really already got 2 artists on that motherfucker, for real. That say they with it. I think they real dope. They real unique. I got different taste in music, so all my shit will be different, and it'll be tailored to being unique. You feel me? It won't none of it be just plain regular stuff. You feel me? So that's what I got going on, man. Y'all come on over and hit that subscribe button so y'all could make sure y'all listening to some music that's not going to fed y'all in a negative way. You see what I'm saying? I'm tailoring it to that point and to that level, so that way it don't go like that. You feel me? It could just be all stuff that's beneficial, stuff that's abundant, stuff that's going, cause us to elevate and not decline. You feel me? And we ain't trying to listen to no music with detrimental frequencies over here. And that's just like an added benefit of y'all coming to the platform and listening to the music the quaduce way, you heard me. Feel me? So it just, you ain't even gotta think about it, just know that I'm automatically looking out for you on that level. What other artists is saying, telling y'all, the other artists, they not telling y'all, hey look, such and such doing this to y'all music, I don't fuck with it, so y'all come get y'all music directly from me. You see what I'm saying? Or y'all come listen to y'all music on this platform over here where y'all can still stream it and listen to it for free, how y'all be listening to it. You see what I'm saying? But we can still all eat, and you ain't got to worry about none of that detrimental stuff that they let stay in the frequencies of the music that kind of affect your health in a negative way. Feel me? That's what we on. Quaduce.